I want to say for first, good evening to everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Herman. I am Alicia's father. But before I get started, I just want to say to Zach and Alicia, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your special day. You guys have done an amazing job putting this wedding together, and I can only imagine how the stress leading up to today. So anyway, first I met Zach, I believe it was in 2018, and Alicia wanted to bring him to North Carolina to meet us. My wife was excited. I thought, what the F? If I don't like this guy, it's going to be an awkward weekend. So anyway, the minute Zach walked in, we knew, or I knew anyway, that it was going to be okay. But he didn't quite seal the deal at that point until later that night. Him and my wife had, do you remember this?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm sorry. I lost my place here. I'm sorry, guys. All right, here you go. I'm my place. But truthfully, from the moment he walked in, we knew. I think that anyone who knows Zach will agree. He has a certain presence about him. He has a calm demeanor, and he's a very likable guy. But as far as I'm concerned, he didn't seal the deal, like I was saying, until later that night. Zach and my wife had the performance of a lifetime, and it was to Summer Lovin' from the Grease soundtrack. There may have even been a cartwheel too, but I'm not sure by who. I think there may be a video somewhere. Anyway, Zach, we love you. We think you're great, and I entrust you with my princess. Alicia, thank you. Alicia, I have watched you in awe as you've grown from a little girl to an amazing woman. Words can't describe how proud I am of you. My only wish is for time to have moved just a little bit slower and given me or us more great memories. Like that time we were fishing in that little boat, a little crowded boat, with 3 kids, probably not regulation, no life preservers, but damn it, we were catching some fish. I'm sure Vinny remembers that too. But anyway, you're a smart, beautiful, and a driven woman. The world is truly yours, and now you can share it with your Prince Charming. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. All right, folks, we're going to call upon the matron of honor, Ashley.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashley, and I'm Alicia's aunt. I'm so honored to stand here today as her maid of honor. I wanted to start by expressing my sincere appreciation to both families for making their dream wedding come true. And let's take a moment to admire how absolutely gorgeous Alicia looks. Always beautiful, but today she's simply glowing. Zach, you don't look so bad yourself. I've been lucky enough to know and love Alicia since the day she was born. I can remember running home from 5th grade, and I couldn't wait to hold her. That was the day we became best friends. I always wished and hoped for a little sister, but instead I knew I got something even better. I got the most indecisive, crazy, thinking she has every disease known to man, loving, caring niece who looks just like me. Growing up together is something I'll always cherish. My favorite memory will always be when you were hiding under the kitchen table when the drinking games were going on, as if we didn't know you were there. Some of you in this room know exactly what I'm talking about. Alicia, the bond we have is so special and unique. It's something I'll cherish forever. The first time you told me about Zach, I knew this one was different. You lit up every time you talked about him. You were sincerely happy, and it showed. Zach, I've watched you love Alicia from the moment you came into her life. I see how you look at her and how you appreciate and understand her, even when she changes the decor of the house 1,000 times. I'm glad we share the title of Alicia's best friend, and you'll get to share your first together, just like she and I did, for the first 28 years of our lives. You'll get to share the purchase of your first home together, your first child, your first promotion, and all the rest of the good stuff that falls in between. And I share her, knowing you'll love her as much as I do for the rest of her life. Cheers to Alicia and Zach.
All right, thank you, Ashley. Ladies and gentlemen, the best man, Steve. Stand right next to the group.
All right. Anyone who doesn't know, Zach and I used to sling drinks at 1100 Social and Xfinity Live. I'd say he, myself, and a few other members in the crowd are the original patio boys. During our time, we drank gin and lemonade, Tito's at Uptown Beer Garden, Clico, and plenty of Rumble. We got in trouble for getting our underage bar back drunk for his birthday. We traveled and slept on sofas, couches, floors, in cars. We formed a friendship and we trusted one another enough to move in together. We had some great times and some very deep conversations. I met some of your friends from your hometown. I met your parents and your sister, brother, and all of your friends from your other jobs. And no matter what the setting or the people, you were always the same person. This is a true testament of your character and the way you were raised. I tip my hat to both your parents and you for that. In the midst of our adventures, there was one time when we were down the shore and you saw a beautiful girl in a bar. She was with her friends. You pointed her out. You made eyes with her. Later in the night, we went to another bar and she just so happened to be in line behind us. Was it fate? Or maybe you got her Snapchat and told her where we were going to be. Either way, she was there. The next time I remember seeing her was at Xfinity Live and we were working. Whenever we were working and one of us were leaned over the bar flirting with a girl, the rest of us would yell out 2 words. These 2 words were powerful because if you had to hear the words, you had to do it. It was an unwritten law. Those 2 words have changed lives. Those 2 words were kiss her. Only they could say if this was their first kiss, but Zach knew it wouldn't be their last. A few days later, Zach was rushing around the apartment. I'm on the sofa watching TV and wondering, what's he rushing for? It's mid-afternoon. We work at night. I ask, where are you headed? He tells me he's going on a date. I ask, where? He says, I'm taking Alicia to get her eyebrows done. He's got a lady. Only thing I could say was, damn, it must be real if you're sharing the eyebrow lady. Before he walked out the door, I yelled, kiss her. Now we sit here more than 5 years later, celebrating Zach and that beautiful girl from the bar. Alicia, you're all he could talk about. You're all he could talk about and how lucky he is to have you, and he couldn't wait for y'all to move in together. I wish for you two to have a lifetime of happiness. I thank you both for allowing me to be part of this special day and to share these words. Now, I'll ask everyone here to say those two words with me for one last time on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Kiss her!
Give him a hug. Let's hear it one more time for Steve. That was great, Steve. All right, folks, my good friend Thomas, our maitre d', and the amazing team at Finley Catering will invite tables up to the dinner stations in just a few moments. Enjoy your dinner, and I'll see you on the dance floor in just a little bit.